How to sell without selling. So when I started in the industry of business brokerage as a cold outreach, I was reaching out to business owner, seeing that where they were interested in selling, and over time I started realizing that there was a gap. There was a gap in lead generation for business broker. There was no one really there to just fill in that void to find the right business seller. So I took my time and developed a system that I used to get consistent seller using automation and multi-channel outreach. So the traditional method that I was going with was that they were going with was doing heavily referrals, networking, those those networking event, they go give them out to businesses around the area, which sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. There's no really a realistic measurement of how much lead those things are converting, and you have no way of tracking how people get in touch with you through. They could have just look at your website, they could just go through your postcard. You have no way of just actualizing that into a system, and many broker spend time chasing leads that aren't as serious. They look for people that just say yes, and they just go after them and just follow up with them over and over again, and they really don't realize when to stop. And another issue in the industry is that due to the nature of just doing cold outreach, it is very time consuming. And in the business broker industry, you need to spend a lot of time working on one deal because it is one of the biggest transactions that anyone will take in their life. So it takes a lot of time to just maneuver those so it work. So I've realized this, and I've developed a system to kind of integrate follow-up process and have multiple touch point with the client. So it's the same as the business broker reaching out and following up without them really following up, how to really sell without really doing the selling. So it's all automated, and it let business broker and my system to basically follow up with people every week, every weekend, every month, every holidays, and like, hey, happy holidays. Would you like to spend more time in your Christmas and sell your business? Would that be an option for you? Something like that. So those are automation that is crucial for a lot of business brokers, especially the one that are doing high volume. And a lot of time when they try to develop this thing, they have trouble finding business owner who actually are ready to sell, and they just struggle. They just struggle on data scraping, and they actually relied on their firm to pump out lead for them. A lot of the time, if you're not working within investment banking or private equity, when you have a small team of people and all of the marketing with big money go to you, then it's really not worth it. Because business broker, all they have to do is pay for the marketing, and in a firm you have hundreds of people who are actually doing the same thing. So the lead kind of trickle down, and a lot of the time when you aren't like the top performing business broker, you won't get any of their lead. So they just rely on those to kind of get lead, and it's inconsistent. And so a lot of time when the lead get to their end, is either a bad lead or the owner is too difficult to work with. So after I have implemented my system onto those that are struggling with leads, they are able to receive 15, 20 seller appointment per month through using my SMS automation, email automation, and basically anything else you can think of, any social media outreach. I typically have a system to reach out to the best client, because I know that there are different niches and different industry that people target. So for example, if you do e-commerce, a lot of e-commerce people won't have a personal cell phone number for you to really reach out. They have a company cell phone number, so like you reach out there, the factory that they run or something like that, but they don't have a personal phone number. A lot of the time when you reach to e-commerce, you have to do through Instagram, because a lot of time owners run their Instagram. Same case with bigger businesses. So for example, plumbing, a large plumbing businesses, typically the owner, if they have a really good plumbing businesses, the owner will be working in the office, and you can reach out to them through using email. Same idea. So there's a lot of platform that you have to kind of take into account on what industry that you want to run it, and run it through those systems to get basically the best result. So after a couple of weeks working with me, I actually have clients who are like, oh my god, this is the best lead system I've ever used, and I've been in this industry for 24 years. I actually just have a client who just worked with me for, I think, less than 2 weeks, and he actually got himself 2 listings, and he have a fully interested prospect list of 13 people that he just have to follow up and kind of close. So that's basically where the future is. Automation and data-driven outreach and AI machine, those things will play a massive role in doing outreach. And the more that you can be in this mindset of learning and taking in new information, those will be your competitive edge to leverage your business, and if you're a business broker, to leverage your outreach. So that's how you basically sell without really selling, because most of the time when you reach out to business seller who want to sell, you can just test it once or twice, and put it through an automation, find the right message, and put it through a workflow, something like that, a workflow system, then automate it. That's how you really sell without selling. And by the time that they are on the phone with you, they should be an interested prospect already, because you have done the follow-up, the outreach, and everything like that automated. But other than that, if you want a system to get 5 to 10 or 15 to 20 interested seller every month, or interested client every month, then book a call with me below, or just check out my free course on that later. I should really like this.